Please be seated. Chancellor of the National University of Ireland, President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Registrar of the NUI, distinguished guests, graduands, colleagues. It's a real pleasure to welcome you all to the RCSI, somewhat noisy, University of Medicine and Health Sciences conferring ceremony, as we celebrate the dedication and achievement of our graduands. Before formally declaring open the conferring ceremony, I'd like to introduce the platform party. At the table to the front of the stage, to your right, we have Professor Michael Murphy, Chancellor of the National University of Ireland. Beside him, Professor Deborah McNamara, President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Behind them, again from your right, we have Mary Godfrey, Dean of the Faculty of Nursing and Midwifery at RCSI, Dr. Patrick O'Leary, Registrar of the NUI, Professor Zena Moore, Head of the School of Nursing and Midwifery at RCSI, Professor Declan Patton, Director of Nursing Midwifery Research at RCSI, Professor Tom O'Connor, Deputy Head and Director of Academic Affairs at the School of Nursing and Midwifery, Dr. Judith Gilroy, Associate Director of Academic Affairs, Professor Tracy Robson, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Academic Affairs at RCSI, and my name is Cathal Kelly, CEO of RCSI. RCSI degrees are under Irish legislation, and they are also degrees of the National University of Ireland. It now gives me great pleasure to invite the President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, Professor Deborah McNamara, to address us.
Chancellor of the National University of Ireland, Vice-Chancellor RCSI, Registrar of the National University of Ireland, Deputy Vice-Chancellor RCSI, Dean of the Faculty of Nursing and Midwifery, Heads of Schools, academic and professional colleagues, distinguished guests, and most of all, our graduating class. It's a pleasure to welcome each of you here this evening for the RCSI University of Medicine and Health Sciences and National University of Ireland Postgraduate Conferring Ceremony for the class of 2025. My name is Professor Deborah McNamara and I'm President of RCSI. I would like to especially welcome our graduates and your families, friends and supporters to this celebration this evening. Today we will confer 768 postgraduate awards across a broad range of areas. For each of you receiving a qualification today, this graduation is an important milestone, and I applaud you for your achievements. Postgraduate qualifications do not come easily. They require persistence, effort, and personal sacrifice, and you should be very proud of what you have achieved. I'm also conscious that many of you have worked in the front lines of healthcare while studying, also managing the very difficult balance between work, life, and study. So today is not just a special day for you, but it's also a special day for the husbands and wives, families, and the children who've supported you throughout this journey. They are most welcome today to join in these celebrations. It's also an important day for our worldwide RCSI community. Our mission at RCSI is to educate, nurture, and discover for the benefit of human health. And we are proud to be the highest ranked university in the world for our contribution to good health and well-being, the third UN Sustainable Development Goal. We can only achieve that impact through you, our graduates. Today you will join a global network of more than 36,000 alumni working in over 100 countries around the world to improve human health. The knowledge and skills that you have acquired will enable you to make a unique contribution to your profession, to the RCSI community, and to the society that each of us has the privilege to serve. Over recent years at RCSI, we have reflected on how we can do more to support clinicians and scientists in their efforts to improve communication and engagement with members of the public about health. In addition to our popular My Health lecture series and our extensive research collaborations with patient and public representatives, In February 2026, we will open a new exhibition space called Humanarium in our brand new Education and Research Building at 118 St Stephen's Green. This will be the first free public engagement space in Ireland dedicated to health and well-being, where visitors can learn more about the science of you. We look forward to welcoming each of our graduates, as well as your families, friends, and the wider public, as you drop in to learn more. In closing, may I offer you my warmest congratulations on your wonderful achievements today. We look forward to seeing how your careers progress, so do keep in touch. We wish you every success. Thank you.
Thank you, President. We now move forward with the formal opening of the RCSI and NUI conferring ceremony. I'd invite all our graduands to please be upstanding, and I call on the Registrar of the National University of Ireland, Dr. Patrick O'Leary, to open the NUI conferring ceremony.
Universitas Hiberniae Nationalis, Pre Honorables Cancellariae Tutque Universitas, Hec Comitiae Universitariae, Hoda Convocata sunt, ut hec mulieres maxime exime, et hec viri maxime eximi, at gradus academicus admittantur. This is a meeting of the National University of Ireland for the purposes of conferring degrees. The graduands will be presented by Professor Cathal Kelly, Vice-Chancellor RCSI, and the degrees will be conferred by Professor Michael B. Murphy, Chancellor, National University of Ireland.
This is a meeting of the RCSI University of Medicine and Health Sciences for the purpose of conferring degrees. I will present the graduates in my role as Vice-Chancellor of RCSI, and the degrees will be conferred by Professor Deborah McNamara, President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. I now formally declare the conferring ceremony open. If I could ask you to refer to the graduate declaration in your conferring booklet on page 10, and I now invite Professor Tracy Robson, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Academic Affairs, to come to the lectern to lead you in the graduate's declaration.
I am so pleased to be here to celebrate you and your achievements on this very special day. This afternoon you will recite the RCSI Graduate Declaration. The Graduate Declaration is a commitment to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and ethical practice in your career as taught during your time at RCSI. In a moment I will read the declaration out loud, line by line, and I ask that all graduands please repeat each line after me as confirmation of your values and responsibilities as future healthcare professionals. I acknowledge my position at the forefront of my field of learning and scholarship. I understand my responsibility to use this learning to contribute and lead in my community. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will uphold the highest ethical standards and demonstrate unwavering academic integrity in my chosen profession. I will respect any confidential information that is entrusted in me. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to interfere with my duties in my chosen profession. I will not use my knowledge to violate human rights or civil liberties, even under threat. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those whose steps I walk and gladly share such knowledge with those that follow. I will promote the highest standards of practice, lifelong education and research in the interest of human health. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honour.
I now invite the graduands for the honours degree Bachelor of Science only to remain standing, if other graduates can be seated. For the conferring of honours degree of Bachelor of Science in Nurse Management, honours degree Bachelor of Science in Midwifery Management, Pre Honorabilis Cancellariae, totaque Universitas, presento vobis has meas filios et os meas filias, qui sim tam moribus, quam doctrina habiles esse qui admittor ad graduam baccalaureatus scientiae, honoro corso confecto, idique tibi fide mea testor expondeo totaque academiae. I invite the Chancellor of the National University of Ireland to admit the graduates.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus scientiae, honoro cursu confecto.
I now invite the President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland to admit the graduates.
By virtue of my office of President, I admit you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Professor Tom O'Connor, Deputy Head and Director of Academic Affairs at the RCSI School of Nursing and Midwifery, will now come forward to the lectern to introduce the graduates.
I will now call on each graduate to come forward for the Bachelor of Science. So, Bachelor of Science in Midwifery Management. Jennifer Grianwa Aban. Khadija Osman Amo. Christiana Anoki. Charlotta Minta. Rosetta Nab. Faith Orafia. For the Bachelor of Science in Nursing Management, Ioana Deborah Ajipoi. Joyal Alex. Ansi Mary Alama Tutal Ulhanan. Davina Oswu Amankwa. Emma Besseling. Yevi Bota. Janina Braca. Nitha Shakunkal Anthony. Remya Chandra Pillai. Mohin Jaratu Shabet. Binyamon Sharavat Kuta Kukuni. Ekwa Dwan. Juliana Dicke. Tobogo Daitiafolo. Neve Eagle. Sonia Francis. Victor Fimprong. Victor is also the recipient of the Florence Nightingale Award for overall achievement in the BSc in Nursing Management. Carol Gibbons. Najish Yal Yosi. Teddy Baby Joseph. Anila Kamalu. Blessy Shireen Kadangal. Emer Kilduff. Bincy Baby. Basil Kurikoza. Jinsimal Lazar. Mirav Madhu. Nisha Mani. Aju Matthew. Nesu Bohannan. Anna Muinmu. Rosemary Ngorima. Lina Punathaswaral Ninan. Chidima Nwokiki. Lillian Oha. Joyce Ohin. Yvonne Osu Afri. Manushandran Pila, in abstentia. Raz George Ponatana Nikal. Stephen Quigley. Lekha Rajesh. Nicolina Sahan. Wanaki Saju. Sespin Sebastian. Bindu Shibu. Blessy Scaria. Monica Thekamural Girgozi. Susamama Thomas. Simi Varges. Sunil Varges. That concludes the conferment of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations on your achievements.
We now move on to the presentation of the Professional Certificate in Nursing. Would the graduands of the Professional Certificate in Nursing and Midwifery, Medicinal Product Prescribing only, please be upstanding. I now invite the Chancellor of the NUI to admit the graduands.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad certificationem professionalem in arte nosocomia.
I now invite the President of RCSI to admit the graduates.
By virtue of my office of President, I admit you graduates of the Professional Certificate.
Professor Tom O'Connor will now introduce the graduates.
For the Professional Certificate in Nurse Midwifery Medicinal Product Prescribing, Joseph Ayu Dosu. Mary Ahern. Rhea Emily Amadora. Denise Bacalso. Emma Bulger. Aoife Botha. Carmel Boyle. Dorinda Breslin. Laura Elizabeth Burke, in abstentia. Adonis Butang. Megan Byrne. Niamh Carney, in abstentia. Fiona Carthy. Melissa Casey. Susan Chaco, in abstentia. Megan Cleary, in abstentia. Sarah Cochran. Megan Collins, in abstentia. Claire Coughlin. Estefana Coya, in abstentia. Fiona Crow. Jennifer Culnan. Constance Cusson. Maureen De Castro. Lorraine Delaney. Clara Deere. Syra Alison Dimko. Mary Doherty. Catherine Ashleen Dolan. Megan Donnelly. Ashleen Dooley Phelan. Katrina Doyle. Rachel Egan, in abstentia. Azoim Egwu. Alimat Eji. Casey English. Catherine Farrell. Natasha Farrell Mahan. Leslie Ann Gannon, in abstentia. Louise Gardner. Srija Gopal Krishna Kurup. Maria Gregg Murray. Emer Hannigan. Leah Hart. Sona Jacob. Shelby Josie. Fiona Keenan. Anne L. Kinsella. Nadish Couville, in abstentia. Emilou Lapetan. Chelsea Leach. Paula Maguire. Sarah Mangan. Kerry Manning. Melissa Martin. Therese McCarthy. Michelle McCormick. Rebecca McAvoy. Sheila McShane. Caroline Miller. Alan Morales. Kira Mudeman. Evelyn Mullins. Asha Malungu Kungu. Deirdre Murphy. Erin Murphy. Louise Nia, in absentia, Blessing Obiha. Emma O'Connor. Graham O'Donovan. Mitchie Gay O'Reilly. Emer O'Hara. Sorry, Emer. Matilda Osey. Rodika Pavine. Raquela Ritchie. Francesca Rodana. Lisa Rowley. Lisa is also the winner of the Rose Lanigan Award for overall achievement in the nurse prescribing program. Sani Sajan. Lydia Saturi. Jessica Sheridan. Shona Spillane. Joby Thomas. Forget Topa. Bridget Wilmes. Catherine Wood, in absentia. Anna Young. That concludes the presentation of professional certificates. Congratulations on your achievements.
We now move to the award of the presentation of Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing. Would the graduands for the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing please be upstanding? And I'd like to invite the Chancellor of the NUI to admit the graduands.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad certificationem postbaccalaureatum.
I now invite the President of RCSI to admit the graduates.
By virtue of my office of President, I admit you graduates of the Postgraduate Certificate.
Professor Tom O'Connor from the RCSI School of Nursing will now introduce the graduates.
For the Postgraduate Certificate in Nursing Advanced Practice, Joanna Brannigan. Tanya Conroy. Tanya is also the recipient of the Advanced Practice Award. Lorraine Dolan. Katie Mulcahy. Lynn O'Shaughnessy. Yeshu Pira Ponmani George. That concludes the presentation of postgraduate certificates. Congratulations on your achievements.
We now proceed with the conferring of postgraduate diplomas. Would the graduands for postgraduate diplomas please be upstanding as I present you for conferring? Pre honorabili cancellari todaque universitas, prosento vobis has meas filios et os meas filias, qui sim tam moribus, quam doctrina habilis esse adquidit admittor, ad diploma post baccalaureatum in scientia nosa commendi, idique tibi fide mea testor expondeo todaque academiae. I invite the Chancellor of the National University of Ireland to admit the graduates.
Tate mihi concessa, admitter vos, ad diploma post baccalaureatum in scientia nosa commendi.
I invite the President of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland to admit the graduates.
By virtue of my office of President, I admit you a postgraduate diploma in nursing.
Professor Zena Moore, Head of the School of Nursing and Midwifery at RCSI, will now present the graduates.
I now call the following graduates to come forward. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Advanced Leadership. Lavina Abraham. Ria Anthony. Deepa Baby. Glenn Carlo Bassick. Dia Kapulong. Priyanka Chandy. Aisling Farrelly. Antoinette Fendon Carroll. Lidgie George. Fiba Jacob. Deviga Karanati. Elizabeth Kuravila. Jonas Magnay. Anita Manikokail. Andrea Marnell. Ronald Mencias. Claire Moore. Jashari Nikalandran. Marichu Nisperos. Anya O'Connor. Katarzyna Onoroha. Donal O'Sullivan. Regina Paul. Lena Patur Abraham. Manju Patusri Papachan. Geeta Ratman. Christina Red. Karen Savidra. Selina Salim. Arturo Samarin. Serena Steeden. Bincy Thomas. Shuba Thomas. Camille Wee. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Advanced Practice with Prescribing, Tenzin Choeki. Shiny Gangaradran. Susan Geraghty. Michael Robbins Gonzalez, in absentia. Sharon Keating. Nicholas Wall. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Cancer Nursing, Patrice Anino. Laura Byrne. Rita Jessa Carrion. Aisling Comiskey. Jeremy Formacion. Anoop Anand Kayakal. Aoife Lennon. Kiva Matheson. Láithín McGinty. Julianne Pereiras. Siobhan Shanahan. Patricia Tosali. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Care of the Surgical Patient, Shilpa Albert. Seema Alex. Ma Luisa Bravo. Tara Cagney. Fluellen Felonia. Elaine Fleming. Shilaja Paus. Lindsay Reid. Viswan Sasidaran. Nijimon Mary Sebastian. Christy Thomas. Anish Vasuven Pillai. Robin Johannan. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Coronary Care Nursing, Jomsy Anthony. Dania Augusti. Noble Charles Daniels. Gibbon Francis. Angela Gavin. Neetu George. Niamh Guilty. Rachel Irwin. Anoop Gerard. Deepthi John. Lara Murphy. Orla Phelan. Shari Raju. Asha Ravindran. Annie Thomas Somerville. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Critical Care Nursing, Isa Juve Kimafranca. Darylyn Daphne Gago. Betty Jorson. Jeannie Satish. Joseph Varghese. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Emergency Nursing, Mark Alakeda. Carlo Jason Barrios. Jean Patrick Capilli. JV Catherine Garfin. Cecil Joseph. Bindu Kesavan. Rasheen Jane Palma. Pinky Patasaril Anil. Ira Pramkoti George. April Pauline Sardella. Ruth Walnut in absentia. The Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing, Gerontological Nursing. Aubrey Aberdado. Mercy Abraham. Victoria Allegrini Collins. Jinsi Alamvila. Darvin Ian Ambas. Sharon Ann Reggie. Linu Anamama Thomas. Ginu Anthony. Suima Anthony. Vanessa Asadil. Blessy Baby. Chinu Baby. Manju Biju. Shindaya Birken Berga. Rosalind Bonham. Anna Brozick. Jamie Bruin. Wendella Karkalas. Lata Chinhanduri. Jinsi Chirath Joy. Tintu CJ. Joanna Constantine. Anne Costello. Hazel Da Costa. Dejo Davis. Teresa Divney Malloy. Lynn Francis Dubria. Paula Ducic. Benjamin Effa. Megan Flanagan. Claire Nugum Foncham Tembi. Rachel Gallagher. Janie George. Jinu George. Sophia George. Myrna Goy. Litara John. Sindhu Jose. Tina Jose. Smitha Joseph. Anila Joseph. Smitha Joseph. Kieran Kaur. Princey Kavnarasal Thomas. Lovely Kuriakose. Brian Kusema. Lijimal Kutikatu Joy. Jinsi Leslie. Julius Magamat. Vawika Malhotra. Tina Mammon. Sova Manjoy. Anish Matthew. Jebu Matthew. Sakina Mohammed Saidu. Breege Muldowney. Sushan Nair. Zanila Nidmande. Nika Nudzens. Rowena Odiada. Gift Onyasoro. Sona Peter in absentia. Rena Philip. Tina Pinto. Nicolay Pirot Nog. Naisi Pulakal. Nina Panus. Nimi Radish Krishnan. Sujita Radhamama Niyama. Atira Rakmatashran. Elaine Dawn Rochero. Shani Rubin. Mahima Sajan. Simi Samuel. Patricia Atta Safaro. Sandra Sebastian. Giovanna Shah. Nishad Shailajan. Diana Smallet. Vanna Jamal Somara Janair. Alina Maria Sonny. Linu Susan Koshi. Josipa Tadayan. Susanna Talpau. Tiji Takt Achan. Bincy Thomas. Tisha Thomas. Katarzyna Tuz in absentia. Jeremel Uy. Anita Varghese. Nina Varghese. Vincy Varghese. Liesl Villasis. Sarah Ward. Teresa Winter. Amelia Zulawaska. Postgraduate Diploma in Infection Prevention and Control Nursing, Tolu Adeoye. Manju Adayan. Rincy Anthony. Nia Beings. Shirley Chandras Karam. Radishwari Dharmaraj. Zoe Farrell. Dana Vanessa Ferrer. Gina George. Bhavanu Shri. Nisha Susan Joseph. Sharon Joseph. Gobnet Kelleher. Blessy Koshi. Malina McLoon. Deborah Moreno Layakal. Aoife Nolan. Nicola Nugent. Nancy Okeke. Nanke Ina Okri. Bronwyn O'Reilly. Adrian Owatan. Siobhan Panet, in absentia, Avishk Rai. Sheena Varghese. Diza Yahia, in absentia, Diza Rahia. Postgraduate Diploma in Medical Nursing. Tracy Chaco. Marise Quadra. Reshma George. Francis Dominic Mendoza. Arathi Mohan. Merin Papachan. Binta Thomas. Gigi Joseph Valia Parampil. Postgraduate Diploma in Neonatal Intensive Care Nursing, Manju Alex. Raji Babu. Deirdre Cooney. Isel May Dinamling. Hefsiba Airpin. Nadia Formosa. Litty Josie. Neve Kilroy. Anya Lee. Jovel Lorenzo. Siobhan O'Connor. Anju Paul. Radhika Rajesh. Lynette Thomas. Postgraduate Diploma in Neuroscience Nursing. Christy Moll Devasia. Erica Hipponia. Reggie Indira. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing. Carla Arciaga. Olutosin Atoyebi. Katrina Marie Book. Tara Dooley. Major Mal Joseph. Rini Varghese Manil. Jibin Matahil Soman. Vanessa Joy Morocco. Gracila Muldoon. Anna Miles. Reshma Reggie. Laura Katerina Santos. Sheilas Ujari. Postgraduate Diploma in Nursing Occupational Health. Ma Crisela Cadienta. Jared Cahill. Jessica Dillon. Christiana Diao Olo. Rosaline Kelly. Crystal Ann Lazo. Marie O'Connell. Anne-Marie Whittle. Anne-Marie is also the winner of the recipient of the Sustainability Award. Postgraduate Diploma in Ophthalmic Nursing, Julie Cotter. Hannah Gabas. Salvador Ignacio. Kevin Linehan. Mariama Varghese. Postgraduate Diploma in Orthopedic Nursing. Subi Babu Thomas. Rachel Burgess. Leah Burke. Nora Cassidy. Septa Daly. Arlen De La Fuente. Anita George. Shiji George. John C. Johnson. Sophie Kerins. Valerie Lawler. Runararo Moyo. Hannah Murnan. Tinashe Nangarari. Cheryl Rose Pinto. Febimal Pulikal Varkechan. Idel Quinn. Sanal Satyan. Serene Simon. Mary Varghese. Mary Waldron. Iredi Zulu. Postgraduate Diploma in Perioperative Children's Nursing, Donna Jane Albalate. Sugar Ganasial. Priyanka Gulab. Valerie Pearl Hinolan. Ida Jezuraj. Aisling Kane. Libin Matthew. Cheryl Ocampo. Vincent Villaruz. Postgraduate Diploma in Perioperative Nursing, Joseph Almenaza. Noenquino Arguelles. Beverly Backwood. Alan Cantos. Sunimal Cherian. Amy Cullen. Stafila Hobson. Lance Keenan Likayan. Ma Heidi Patricia Punzalan. Vishnu Pandi Ramashubramani. Shini Tirunatati. Postgraduate Diploma in Renal Nursing, Elizabeth Doran. Rochelle Jodian. Lijo John. Merrin Jose. Sephora Manta. Precious Gay Orizal. Almira Salvatierra. Pinky Mal Sebastian. Suma Somarajan. Renzi Varghese. Postgraduate Diploma in Respiratory Care and Nursing Practice, Krizana Abubo. Olalakan Angombiade. Fonmelayo Akinwande. Rini Anu Cherian. Beatrice Asakun. Grain Baby. Lenithia Bijou. Linu Binoy. Amy Byrne. Joanna Byrne. Roisin Conahan. Dinny Davis. Lita Febrian. Aparna Jason. Senia Joseph. Lorraine Kelly in absentia. Jitimal Kuran. Jinsi Kuriakose. Ushush Matthew. Mobia Moses. Nikita Osborne in absentia. Jency Papachan. Kathleen Quill. Niamh Ryan. Alison Chaji. Lika Sridrahan. Atira Srinivasan. Jason Valdez. Postgraduate Diploma in Wound Management and Tissue Viability. Hajar Alfgeet. Mary Asatawa Atafua. Betsy Mariam Babu. Lauren Baird. Sophie Brennan. Sarman Katuburan. Deirdre Connellan. Niamh Delaney Birch. Connie Damahun. Orna Donnelly. Helen Dunn Barron. Gitu Gopalakrishnan Nair. Pauline Gordon. Anumal Jacob. Lakshmi Yaya Srinivasan. Princey Josie. Tina Josie. G. Small Kolamali Varghese. Dred Luna. Luella Montiero. Mabel Murape. Prabhakaran Nagarajan. Pinjika Nair. Brona O'Neill. Shauna O'Rourke. Rowena Pichon. Ruth Perez in absentia. Kazilia Ariel Silang. Deepa Sunil Mulayi. Salmera Tabat. Bindu Thomas. Nobi Thomas. Kelly Tuhi. Jita Ulas. And Katie Walsh. This concludes the announcement of postgraduate diplomas. Congratulations to all our new graduates on your wonderful achievements.
Pre honorables cancellariae totaque universitas, caermonis rite confectus, queso facius finem heus, Convectionis Universitariae. That completes the RCSI and NUI conferring ceremony.
It now gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Michael Murphy, Chancellor of the National University of Ireland, to address us.
President, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellors, Deans, colleagues, most importantly, new graduates. I get it, you were hoping that was the last sentence of the speech. Yeah, well, it nearly is, because I'm not going to hold you. It's time to put the children to bed. Actually, 3 short points. First one is, for those getting your first degree of the National University of Ireland and the Royal College of Surgeons, may I welcome you into membership of the university for life, unless you pursue a criminal career, in which case we will take it back. The power exists. To all of you on the front row, our front rows, and in fact back rows, can I congratulate you, because you did not get here by chance. In between the parties and the hard work, you had to show commitment and resilience. And with that, I've no doubt you're going to have successful lives. But I'm also reminded that you didn't get here by chance, because you also enjoyed the support of the fan clubs that we've been listening to for the last hour and a half, the family, your partners, your spouses, your children. The partners can put away their checkbooks and credit cards at this stage, but I also want to thank all of those on your behalf. And thirdly, I want to remind you that academia is a team sport. And like all team sports, you have to have coaches and mentors and role models. And you also, of course, benefit from the fact that the RCSI has a history of 250 years or thereabouts of excellent health education, lots of experience, committed faculty, a good can-do community spirit. And it's been very lucky in having visionary leaders. And without all those things, you wouldn't have succeeded either. So can I ask you to acknowledge the part played by the faculty, the leaders, all the staff of the Royal College of Surgeons. Well done. And since both the President and I now need to go and get ice buckets to put our right hands into, I will finish by simply saying that we wish you all a life of good health, successful careers, rewarding careers, and above everything else, we wish you love and happiness in your homes throughout your lives. Well done. Enjoy the party. Thank you. Right. We'll all go home.
Thank you, Chancellor. That concludes the formal aspect of this evening's occasion. I think when they said postgraduate education was a marathon, not a sprint, they were not in any way joking. Can I ask you all perhaps to stand up for the last time and maybe turn and face your family, friends, supporters, children, and give them a rousing thanks for the support they've been in this course. We would like to invite our new graduates and your family and friends to a reception in the lobby after this event. And if I could finally ask you all to be upstanding for the outward procession, our sincere congratulations. Well done.